is a fad, it's blah 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 blah. And then after they couldn't get rid of us, they demonized us and they start like driving tractors over our CDs and things like that. This is all history. So this for me feels like, the end where the villain, survives, doesn't go to jail, but gets to pop more shit. So it's like it's that feeling. I don't know if we've ever felt, or ever been vocalized in this way, and it be all true. That the thing that makes me most proud of everything, every word I said in that thing is actual fact. Um, which is, that for me is it's a challenging thing to do. Like to rap that long and every single bar is just like actual fact. And as far as like hip hop, the idea of, rest in peace Tilo. Like that's Tata's brother, Trance. Like and then like uh, a lot of fallen soldiers. That's Biggie. That's Pop. Kicking snow off of Frozen Tim. That's people that go unnamed that you guys don't know about. Like it's so much in my life in there. And then there's like the way I connect overseas. Caddy. You know, Caddy's story. I guess he could tell it on his own. Like just that how powerful the music is, the reach of the music, and where we come. So yeah. You're 100% on point.
Word. Do you ever get to a point, and obviously, right, this has been your story, but what makes now the right time to say, like, there's things, and even Guru said it, and him knowing you, there's things on this record that maybe he thought you'd never say, or, that you haven't said before, or things that you revealed, and some of it is like a dog whistle. What makes now the right time, and do you self censor, or sometimes do you come up with something and you be like, you know what, that's too much. Let me save that for later.
Yeah, because it's been 30 years.
Yeah. I don't think I've, I don't know if I self censor it. I'm aware of the timing of things. Um, I think that, again, some of these things are out of my control. It's just the way the world works and the universe works. Khaled came at this specific time. There's sometimes I like a beat, or I like a song and the timing ain't right, or you know, the timing is right and I don't like a song. It's so much that goes into like um, getting these things done these days. I have a lot of things on my plate, so sometimes it's just out of my control. It just was the right time, right place, um, right space in life, um, and it just happened. This is just magic. It's really out of our control.
Last question, and just because, I mean, this is Khaled's moment, right? There's the goddid moment. Obviously, you were such a major part of that, but so many artists were a part of that. A lyric like, when you start going into how many billionaires can come from Hove's crib. I count three: me, Ye, and Ree, and Bron, technically, right? It makes me think. It makes me go back to when you did the Drake verse and said, "I made more millionaires than the Lotto did," and that was a flex. And maybe that was about 10 years ago at this point. Like, can you talk about the evolution of not just getting it for yourself, but being able to get it for other people around you, and make other people, put other people in position, and really in the span of 10 years going from being able to say millions on a rap record to now saying billionaires?
Yeah, we're not gonna stop. This the hip hop is young. We still growing, and we're not falling for that technology, whatever you know this public puts out there now. That before was the American dream. Pull yourself out of bootstraps, and you can make it in America. All these lies that America told us our whole life. Um, and then when we start getting it, they try to lock us out of it. They start inventing words like capitalist and things like that. I mean, we've been called nigger and monkeys and shit. I don't care. Those words y'all come up with, y'all got to come up with stronger words. When I say y'all, I'm not talking about you. The words they come up with, they got to come up with stronger words. We're not going to stop. We're not going to be tricked out of our position. Y'all locked us out. Y'all created a system that, doesn't include us. We said, fine. We went our alternate route. We created this music. We did our thing. You know, we hustled, we fucking killed ourselves to get to this space, and you know, now it's like, you know, eat the rich and think, man, we're not stopping. So that evolution is, you know, from us, you know, we came from selling 7 records and selling records out our trunk, and you know, no radio play. And I think Reasonable Doubt did 36,000 the first week or something like that. I may be adding a little to it. You know, so, you know, I come from Marcy Projects. In my first house, 615 Lexington Avenue, my grandmother's house, 7 families lived, like, she has 7 kids. My mother and, you know, my parents and siblings lived in that house. My aunt Nisi lived in that house. Hootie lived in that house. Butchie lived in the basement. I mean, this is one house. I went back to that house. I did an interview with Oprah, and I couldn't believe how small this house was, that all of us lived in that house. So again, that evolution that you speak of, it's just real, and it's happening in real time, and I'm talking about it. And you know, we're not going to stop, and we're not going to stop talking about it. They're not going to trick us out of and make us feel ashamed to be successful in a place that, you know, set up a system for us to be dead at 21. No, no, sir. No,
That's right.
not us.
Jay, we gave him his flowers earlier, but I just wanted to acknowledge Ari in the room for that amazing piece that he did on your verse.
Yeah, Ari, that was an amazing piece. You know, I appreciate that. You know, again, you know, in the verse I say, my only goal is to make a real feel seen. You know, and you know, when somebody break it down in that way, you know, we all feel seen. And it wasn't me. You know, I got calls from everybody like, man, we needed that right there, or that was amazing, or Ferg hit me up like, we needed that right there, like, so people to articulate and understand what we're going through. You know. So that was amazing job.
I'm honored to be listening to you. It's crazy, and I'll just say one thing. What we mentioned earlier, before you joined, Khaled and everybody, one person was asking about, well, do you write this in a day? And I was saying, I've been listening to you guys my whole life.
This music is a fad. It's blah 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 blah.